So what is calisthenics? It's a form of exercise focused on performing bodyweight movements. Doing calisthenics training can help you build strength, size, improve mobility and overall fitness. Calisthenics, which originated from the Greek words kalo, which means beauty, and stenos, which means strength, has grown more and more popular and evolved over time. Calisthenics is a discipline that utilizes your own bodyweight as resistance to develop strength and a lean muscular physique. This allows calisthenics to be used with beginners as well as more experienced individuals. Exercises can be more general or more skill based, with a wide range of progressions that can be performed. Take the muscle ups that I'm doing now for example. This is something that you would start to do once you've built that base of strength and want to transition into more skill based movements. Skill based movements aren't going to build much muscle. They'll increase explosiveness, your core strength, and they just look cool. Calisthenics exercises are mostly compound movements, engaging multiple muscles at the same time. Most of the calisthenics exercises that people do are going to be the more general movements, which are compounds. This is beneficial to building a lean, muscular physique because compound movements work multiple muscles simultaneously, so the muscles will grow in unison, and they also require more energy to perform the movement, so will burn more calories. There's evidence for this. If you look at people that have been doing calisthenics for a good amount of time, they have relatively lean physiques. So what are the general movements? These include push-ups, pull-ups, inverted rows, squats, lunges, tricep dips, calf raises, and a wide range of variations of these movements. The skill moves on the other hand are typically explosive moves or some sort of hold, such as muscle ups, the human flag, front and back lever, and the planche. Most people are going to perform the general movements and will get the most benefit from these, so for now we'll focus on the general movements. The general movements are good for both beginners and more experienced trainees. This is because of the versatility of the exercises and the ability to regress or progress them. There's loads of different ways to create variation in calisthenics exercises to make them easier or more difficult. We can change the angles that we place our body. We can change our hand and foot placement to emphasize different muscles and change the exercise difficulty, and we can also train unilaterally, meaning we work one side of our body at a time. We can change so many things to make the exercise appropriate to us. Let's go through an example using a push-up and how we can make it easier or harder. Push-ups are a general calisthenics exercise targeting your chest, shoulder and triceps. First, we'll look at how this exercise can be regressed and made easier. The first thing you can do is change the angle. We can place our hands on a box or bench to create an inclining angle to make it easier. We can even perform push-ups leaning into a wall depending on what you find challenging and where you need to start from. Another way to make a push-up easier is to alter our body placement. This could be widening your feet to increase the amount of stability you have, or it could be adding another point of contact and putting your knees on the floor to reduce the weight that you have to push. There's many different ways to regress calisthenics exercises. You just have to find what works for you. Now let's talk about how we can progress calisthenics exercises. Staying with the push-up, the first thing we can do is again change the angle. We can raise our feet up to create a declining angle. This is also a good option if you want to work your upper chest. Another change we can make is body placement. We can make our hands wide to target our shoulders more, or we can bring them narrow to target our triceps. Lastly, to progress push-ups, we can work one side at a time, doing one-arm push-ups. If you're unable to do them, you can still build up to them by doing things like archer push-ups. With one simple exercise, there's so much variation. A lot of calisthenics is about creativity. The general calisthenics movements and their variations are a very good tool you can use to achieve your goals. To finish out the video, I want to mention some other great benefits of calisthenics training. The first benefit is that it's free. You can do calisthenics pretty much anywhere, which is another benefit. Calisthenics is very convenient. You don't need a designated space that you have to pay for like a gym. You can do bodyweight training from the comfort of your own home. Another benefit is that it's mostly large movements. This is good because your core will always be engaged, which is good for your physique as well as strength, and this will also improve your coordination. Large movements also require more energy, so are good for building a lean physique. The last benefit is that there is a low learning curve. The basic movements are simple to learn, which also means there is a lower risk of injury. Injury risk is also reduced as the recovery needs of calisthenics are not too big. So there you have it, a guide to calisthenics. Thanks for watching. If you found it useful, share it with others, subscribe for more, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.